Another week. Next week, when Thursday is closed, Friday is a half day. We're probably going to spend Monday, Tuesday digging around, and the move will be Wednesday pre-market. These are the dark pool levels to keep an eye out for. Now, very interesting NAMO setup where I feel like it's gone up fast, too much compared to the price. This was the whole Trump pump, and we're doing this huge move here, but it hasn't really correlated with the price unless the plan is to blow through that collar early on and go all the way up to overbought here. Now the ADD that I was talking about last week, showing pretty overbought conditions already, but let's see, maybe it can bounce and go even higher. Too much higher, I don't think it. I mean, I guess it can go mental, but that's kind of the setup here, which means we either drop straight out of the sky starting Monday morning. And what would be your price target? Your price target would either be here or this guy. So if we start dropping, nothing's gonna stop us from going back to 591, and then we see. However, this is pretty bullish action. The problem here is that we're making this diamond pattern or N pattern. We have taken out that gap, we filled it, we protected this gap here, all bullish stuff. This is not an easy trade. If you look on the daily, it looks like, oh, you just bought here and wrote it up and bought here and wrote it up. As you know, it was severely choppy. And Friday's SPY action was, here's that pattern, right? And you got your stilt and a stilt there. Very unusual and rare that once you miss taking out this within 2 to 3 days, that you take it out a couple of weeks later. Usually you need a few months. So this 598 level is going to be crucial. It is either rejection or we get above, consolidate, and that data on Wednesday sends us. Okay, so I'll be scalping Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday. Premiums are going to be a little wonky this week because the move everybody's looking for is going to be pre-market. Therefore, it's going to be a coin flip, and you're going to have to risk on it or not. And if you don't, get into the habit of taking 30 to 40%. I would say. Now, let's go through individuals. If you look here, what has happened, for instance, JPM hitting all-time highs. Okay, so do you think this is going to be the vehicle to push it higher here? Or maybe, just maybe, you're thinking it would be Nvidia since it had good earnings and it's doing this. To me, this looks like it's actually curling down, but early in the week, or midweek rather, you're gonna need this to get saved or it's gonna start a pretty big decline. So looking at these, you got this ghost candle up to here, but as you can see, there's literally no dark pool buying here. Where's the dark pool buying occurring? It's not on these crypto names, not after Kramer came out and said, hey, you gotta own some Bitcoin. I tweeted a chart where he literally said he wouldn't touch Bitcoin at the lows, and now he's all about Bitcoin at the highs, and Bitcoin's been bleeding ever since he tweeted that out. So this is IWM. You see a huge dark pool spike in the day on it. This is still not confirming it really, but there's flow there. So I would look to these small caps here. And I do like this TNA chart. but you kind of need a blow off top here. And that's kind of the feeling I'm getting here. I'm not really finding vehicles to take us too much higher. That's why I'm referring back to the data that we get on Wednesday. Now Apple still hasn't been able to get up there and get that ghost. It's completely allergic to this 230 level, but at the same time it is putting in a nice shelf here. Overall, I think that the environment we're in is a prime example of this time of year where you have the vol crush and you have individuals running. That's why, for instance, on Friday we were able to get that over 200 on JPM and over 200 on MSTR and 485 on Tesla, and SPY did nothing. So I would recommend that we keep a track on individuals here. IWM, however, we reached my yearly price target for it. That was 238. We already did it, came back and then bounced. So it's not like I wanna chase it here. But this is a very bullish volume setup here. The STO is very nice, the MACD is very nice, curling here. It hasn't even had to retest the 9, just put in a giant green candle. So this definitely for next week, if we go, the 242s look really nice to me. And I won't be touching this until possibly if I do a play, depending on the premiums where it's at on Tuesday into close. Friday is a half day, so I wouldn't expect much from it. This is gonna be geopolitical all the way through until that data dump. And what data dump is that? Well, Monday you don't really have anything at all. You got Chicago, you got Dallas. There's no Fed speakers as of right now. Tuesday you get Richmond, new home sales, some auctions. You do get FOMC minutes, so we're probably gonna chop and mess around until that. And then Wednesday pre-market, you get core PC, durable goods, GDP, personal, and you get all this data on Wednesday. Okay, so Wednesday is the big day. Thursday, Turkey Day, but you get German and European data, Japanese data, and Friday you get that, which is looks like it's coming in hot. So kind of skimming through the week after that, then you have the whole possible December pump. So if we take a look here, this is a cool new feature. They're giving the gamma range now on Tradetics, so I'll be using that because this is Friday. They tested it. It was pretty bang on target. Not a as you see, you still got to read the price action because you can get faked out, but pretty decent new tool. And we're up after hours. Here is also the IWM, looks pretty strong here. There's a dip there and then we go higher. This is the sports calendar. We had that dip, we're chugging up here. Monday looks like a green day with a pullback. Tuesday and Wednesday we should start a ripping rally if that data is cooked, which is completely possible. Here's the overall view. You're looking for that dip there. So if my calculations are right that I traded based upon the chart, we should go up Monday, then come down, and then absolutely rip faces through that collar. It is definitely a possibility. You got to look at something positive here when the whole political game is just a bag of shite, in my opinion. Very disappointed. But here, same thing. We're looking for a pullback and then a ripper across the board. I think it's pretty likely to happen, especially if we don't have any more war escalation, which someone clearly is pushing for, which would mean I'm looking for a complete VIX crush into this gap and then for it to keep going after that. So best case scenario, we go on Monday, fill that gap, bounce, and then the data sends this down plenty to yearly low. That's kind of what I'm looking at. As far as individual tickers, again, looking at IWM, looking at crypto names, probably mid. And listen, remember when I charted you guys Bitcoin here like this? All right, and then it took that out, came to retest here. Watch this trend line continuation here. It's ripped above it. So now you got all the way till that first weekend in December. You want this to consolidate, okay? And you want Bitcoin money to flow in to these stock market tickers in order to then continue the crypto rally mid-December. That's kind of how I'm looking at it, which of course leaves your usual suspects of Nvidia needs to be saved, Meta needs to be saved quite radically actually. So look to FANG. If FANG start moving, this one at some point I'd say maybe next week needs a bounce. And if we can build out this volume shelf here on OKLO, it's going way higher. First target would be 26 then 28. Home Depot, unbeknownst to everyone, why did they need to push these other industrials? Well, because Nvidia was taking a haircut and it's in the Dow. Okay, got a double top there now on Home Depot. Not only on short term, so pull back, make a cup, pull back, and then we're supposed to go way higher. Same thing on this guy. That's kind of my read right now, and I will play it. So I'm going to be looking very closely on when do I see dark pool coming in, because until we get dark pool on these big boys, we're still coming down. And what is that short-term price target? Well, it's 590. If that doesn't, or 590, 591, if that doesn't hold, the bottom falls out of this fairly quickly, and you go down very, very fast. And remember, there's still a very, very decent chance. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks now. 6 weeks. There's a 6-week window to get down to 543. I know it sounds crazy, but all you need is a 7 to 9 day sell program, and you will easily replicate this shit. Very, very bullish, however, on the same time that we closed above the FOMC line. Okay, so huge spot. Next Wednesday is going to be pivotal for this market. Thank you all, and I will see you on the moon train. God bless.
Space Shuttle Atlantis. Mission until resupply and research. International Space Station. Mission out control. Begins at open journey.
almost 2 miles in altitude, almost 6 miles downrange from the Kennedy Space Center already, traveling 500 miles an hour.
Welcome, I'm Mr. Moontrain, and this is the Moon Landing Trading Course. I'm coming at you from my garden in Hawaii, and first of all, I want to congratulate you on being here and doing something about your situation. Huge. Now listen up, this is not going to be a regular trading course, but that's why you're here, am I right? Today, we're going to go over the 5 areas every trader needs to master and conquer in order to become successful and profitable.